SOFI update here on the 14th. So we got a nice breakout right here. I say breakout because look at where this parallel line crosses. I don't think that's right, actually. Hold on. I have to do this. So we crossed the parallel line right here. I don't know why that went to a different angle. But anyway, this is wave 1 based on this. Wave 2. I showed in the last video where it invalidate the move down. I said 1020 or about 1015 actually would be the top spot for a C wave higher. But then if you look at this right here, you also notice that, let's see if this works. All right, good. That this breaks the parallel line as well. So what this looks like to me is wave 1, wave 2, wave 3 today, and we are currently making a wave 4. So wave 4 would probably come down here to anywhere between $9 and $9.50. So I already had it drawn up a little bit, but kind of like this. And it could take all the way into earnings, potentially. Because this move right here took about 13 days, or more than that, 14 days. We're here on the 14th. We're about 15 days away from earnings. I could see them chopping this between 9.50, maybe even just around this area right here for the next couple of weeks. It could be short and sweet too. But I'm just watching to see how this goes. We are in a supply zone here around $10. But you can see here we broke the parallel line. We hit the 1.61 fib. So the third wave is likely finished. We're probably in a fourth wave of a third wave. So I would expect some kind of chop over the next week or two. Could be quicker than that, but based on this, I would expect it to, let's see, this is a pretty short retrace, only to the 0.5 fib. We might get a deeper retrace here on the fourth wave, just because they're usually opposite of each other. You could see something all the way down here to $9. Fill the gap from today. So you could see down here to $9. Fill this gap. And then go up and make a fifth wave up here. Target for that is somewhere around 1150, 1160. And then that would be the end of the third wave. So we'd look like this. Look just like that. Pull back for a fourth wave and a fifth wave, potentially up here to 16, 17, 18 bucks. It's also possible you get a extension on one of these waves. If it's going to go all the way up here to 22 bucks and it has to be an extension, it can't be short like this, or it wouldn't be a third wave, it'd be a C wave. And so at some point this might extend, similar to like Palantir's move recently. So overall, in my book, this is past the test of being a impulse move. It's broken the parallel lines. It hit the 1.61 fib. Almost hit the 1.61 fib of this as well. What you would not want to see, if this were to happen, this would not be good, obviously. You would not want to see something like that and then we fall back down, because this is a supply zone right here. But based on the length of all this, I would say that's unlikely. So you're looking at a breakout here. Definitely a breakout on the smaller time frames. Where does it invalidate the move though? Just where you know that the move is not valid anymore. If it were to break below 853, then we're headed back down. So you do not want to see 853 break. If that happens, that would not be good. One other thing to look at though, I've talked about this in past videos about this potentially being this as well. I'm not saying it is this, but it could be. Based on the waves, I would say it's not this. I'm just going to leave this here just in case. And we still come down like that. That's if the market corrects hard over the next like 3 or 4 months. But right now, we don't need to focus on that. This looks like a breakout to me, and from my measurements using fibs, it looks to me like the target is up here around 16 bucks. And we're only at 9 bucks right now, so how can I get that? That's the thing that's crazy about this. Let's go ahead and go over that. So we come back down here. Let's just say we come back down here to like 920. Target for the end of the third wave is 1171. That's a double top with the 2023 top. That would be wave 3. And then we would get pullback maybe to 1030, maybe just back down to 11. Let's just say 11. And then we can take the first wave and just see if the length of that takes us all the way up here to 15 bucks. But you can see here the parallel line, the minimum target was like 1650, I think. Let's go over that real quick. Minimum target 1650. So that's saying March of 2025, and it could take that long. It could just be going up for a long time as long as they keep on beating earnings. And it could go all the way to 22 bucks. That's the wave 3. If it's a wave 3, it's going to 22 bucks. So, and this kind of move, if this happens, you got to think like Palantir. And you got to think too that traders are going to be out on these moves. A lot of the traders are going to be out. It's going to be the long-term investors that are actually going to get rewarded here, because if you're short-term trading this, you probably aren't going to have the patience to hold all the way up here to 22 bucks over the next 6-7 months. You're eventually going to take profit. That's why for myself personally, I have a no-touch long position, part of my position, just because I know myself and I take profit early sometimes, and I wanted to have a portion where I just don't touch. I don't care what happens. If it comes down here to 550, that's fine. If it comes back down here, whatever, chops around for years, that's fine. Because I don't want to sell early if this move happens. So I have that for myself. And then I have a swing position that I'm taking profit on up in here, more than likely. I've already taken some profit. So going back to the move though, this looks like a breakout to me in every way. It looks like a third wave of a third wave. We're sitting up here above the highs, or around the highs. I just want to see a little bit of consolidation, maybe into earnings. I want to see them beat earnings, move up here to 1170, and then we're off to the races. We're off to the races, potentially moving all the way up here to 15, 16, 17 bucks. So looks good to me. If I was looking at standard deviations, I would say it's overextended, and you are in a supply zone. So I do want to see it take out 1030. But then after that, I don't see any resistance really. We're above every moving average. Everything's down below now. Let's see. Yeah, you have the 20 coming up here on the 50. I want to see that cross. And then on the daily, you have the 50 crossing the 200. The 20 already crossed everything. And so that's super bullish right there. The 50 is above the 200. The 20 is above the 200. That's exactly what you want to see on a breakout. So there's nothing to say other than it looks really good, looks extremely bullish right now. Just remember that invalidation for this move is at 853. And what I laid out is the #1 possibility right now. Based on this chart, everything that's going on, that is the #1 possibility going forward. Of course, the market could completely screw the move. and the market starts selling off hard and SOFI gets invalidated. But right now, focus on what's happening. You don't want to take profit here yet. Of course, if you're doing a swing trade, yeah, of course, see some profit. But on this move, it could be going much higher, and I would think like a Palantir type move, to be honest. So that's all I got to say about it right now. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe for more updates. And one other thing, I guess, Nubank, I was looking at their free cash flow to market cap compared to SOFI. SOFI was sitting at 4.6% before today, and Nu was sitting at about 2%. So that means either SOFI should double from here to be at the same valuation as Nubank, or Nubank has got to come down by 50%. Which one do you think is more likely? I would say SOFI doubling, but that just kind of gives you an idea that SOFI really is undervalued compared to other some other banks. I guess I haven't looked at the other ones, but Nubank is a good comparison. So that's it for this video. Leave me a comment, like, subscribe. Join for members only videos. I give out stocks for free that I think are going to be big gainers that I don't talk about on the regular videos. So that's it for now, and I will talk to you soon.